G'day guys, it's Mark here from North Oz, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you the top 5 things that I really like about this Landcruiser Prado 150. It's very similar to the Americans' Lexus GX460. I've been using this vehicle for around 10,000 Ks now, on and mostly off-road to be honest. So there's a lot of things on here that I think you guys will enjoy, so I'm excited to share that with you. Let's roll the intro and we'll get stuck into today's video. Alright guys, this video is done in no particular order, but let's just start at the back with this back door. I love this back door on the flat back versions, guys. It's super easy to use and it gives you a little bit more functionality than the wheel back model. So I have a trick for this. Watch this, hang on. Oh no, I can. There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Here we go. Yes, there you go.
Check these out, mate.
Oh, nice.
Two of them, $40 BCF.
How much?
$40 both.
The comparison that we did with the wheel back versus the flat back created a little bit of controversy, but if you want to go and check that out, you can. But I really like this flat back just for the extra functionality of having that click back open. And you know, I can just open up this area here without having to open up this whole back door. And I can just get a few things out that I want and just quickly shut it. So super handy, but also too, it means that I can have my swag set up. My swag does come up quite high on the door, and it means I don't have to move my swag all the way out of the way and, you know, potentially get wet because I have my awning in the back here. And I can just leave my swag where it is and just open up this area, get a few things out, and then shut it, and I don't have to move any of my stuff out of the way. So again, super handy, great for camping, and yes, that's the first thing that I really like about my Prado. So the second thing I want to talk about, guys, is again in the back area, and it is a household plug that puts out 100 watts of power. I use this, and it really only puts out power when you're driving. So I ended up using it for when I very first got this vehicle and I wanted to go out and do some camping. So what I did, I had my old Brass Monkey fridge, I packed it full of ice packs, and then just ended up using the household plug that it came with, and then ended up using that. And it ended up basically being a kind of like an esky, and it would freeze the ice packs during the day while I was traveling to my location. And then when I got there, the ice packs would keep my food cold. So it was actually pretty doable to be able to do a camping trip just with the way the car was configured and without having to go out and get an esky. So for me, very handy to have that little power outlet in the back if you just want to keep some food cool for a little day trip that you're doing. So again, guys, we're staying in the back area because the space in this vehicle is absolutely massive. This is the reason why I bought this vehicle, is because I'd be able to travel with friends, family if I wanted to, and I can pack this car absolutely full, and there's heaps and heaps of room to be able to put all my stuff. There's also a lot of different storage options that you guys can do. So things like, you know, K-On products and that, which just allow you to store some extra bits in places where, you know, dead spaces, basically, places where you wouldn't be able to put things normally. So for me, the space in this vehicle is incredible, and I can take seats out, which I have done. I've taken seats out and I've put, you know, my fridge, you know, I've built a pantry, I've got my 12 volt set up over there, and just a little bit of extra space for storing things like water and that. So the space in here is big, and it's also very configurable, meaning that I'll be able to take things in and out and change it up as I go. And this is not how it's going to stay. I'll be changing things as I'm going because, you know, I'll find new ways of, you know, utilizing this space a little bit better. So the next thing is just a little bit left field, and it's to do with the fuel economy. So I get really good fuel economy in this vehicle here. I mostly just do my trips with it, so off-road and also the highway, but I do use it around town as well, kind of half and half, because I have another car that I use as well. So I get somewhere around 9 litres per 100 kilometres, which is very good for the size of the vehicle to be able to get that. And if I'm on like a highway trip or something, I'll get down to even 7 litres per 100 kilometres. And then when I'm off-road, yeah, and going up hills, then it starts to climb up a little bit. But off-road, this is actually still really good on fuel. So for me, just having that cheaper fuel economy compared to my last vehicle, this has been a very nice change of pace. And also, you know, just having the efficiency of the direct injected diesel engine has been awesome. And I haven't been down on power at all. Like, it's been done everything that I've asked it to do. It hasn't sounded like it's struggled at all. And yeah, that fuel economy for me is just saving me a lot of money considering how expensive diesel is these days. Number 4 on this list is going to be the factory headlights, and these things put out a pile of power. These are LED lights, and you know, yeah, sure, you can upgrade to something like a light bar, which is what I've done, but you know, these lights put out a whole pile of power, and you know, it's probably going to be enough for your needs. So again, I've really appreciated the fact that these factory lights are really adequate. The last thing I want to talk about, guys, is part availability. So because this has had a model lifespan since 2009, it's actually got a lot of parts available for it. Not only here, but in America as well, because they sell the Lexus GX460. So for you Australians out there, don't be afraid to go and have a look on the American markets and see what they have over there. And if you have a Lexus GX460 and you're in America, don't be afraid to see what we have over here for our Prados as well, because you know, a lot of the stuff will fit your vehicles. So again, I've really enjoyed modifying this vehicle with things like the roof rack and the you know, interior shelf and drop down tables. It's been great. All the stuff is super easy to use, and it's all very well thought out. So for me, again, just you know, having that part options is something that I didn't have with my old Nissan Navara, because it just really wasn't that much for the vehicle. So I've really enjoyed being able to configure this car how I want it to be, and you know, buy some of the parts that I think, yeah, you know what, I will use that quite a lot. So you know, I can make a decision and purchase it. Alrighty guys, that concludes the top 5 things that I like about my Land Cruiser Prado 150. Now, for those of you that have been watching the channel for a while, you'll know that my dad also has a Prado 150. So if you want to see his top 5 things, make sure you leave a like and a comment, and I'll see if I can get him back on the camera for another video. So thank you for watching, guys. If you have any comments about the top 5 things you like about your Prados, chuck them in the comments as well. I'm happy to do another video on those too. So yeah, it's going to be a good time. We've got heaps of, so many more videos coming, guys, about Prados and also about camping and using some different gear as well. So I'm excited to share that with you. Thank you for watching. It's been great making these videos for you guys. So yeah, and I'll see you very shortly in the next video. And in today's video, we've got a little bit of a family camping trip this weekend. I'm really looking forward to it, and I get to test out a bunch of stuff that I've done to this car.